Shalom. Just got back in from a walk, thanking the Most Highest for allowing me to go out there and enjoy this wonderful day with the beautiful skies, beautiful sun. Just watching the people and just speaking life, enjoying life, because the kingdom is inside of me. So my life is wonderful and beautiful. Then I was here thinking, of course, I've already given honor and glory to the Most Highest. Then my Aborigine and Indigenous family, I do love you and appreciate you. From the Moorish side, the Roof side, those who are honorable, I have to give an appreciation to you because you've taught me a lot on the laws of the land and different things like that. And the Boaz side, the Israelites, same here. I enjoy the words that you give and the inspiration and the knowledge as well. But then there's the Moorish side and the Israelite side. At the end of the day, it's still man. And there, like I said, there's about a lot of knowledge, and I'm not knocking anyone because I appreciate all the knowledge and the information that I get from both sides, which is basically, I say one people, because Boaz and Ruth created a bloodline that is royal in the land. Now, there's a teaching that's going on, because they say that the sun, S-U-N, is actually the son of the Most High, because it rises and sets. And then, they explain it away that way. But I think the Most High, for an experience I had. Now, like I said, if there's either way you go, people that say they believe or they don't believe, but they always tend to use the scriptures or the Torah or the Bible, or whatever you want to call it, one way or the other, to make their point. Make a point against it, but they still use it. They don't use Dr. Seuss. They don't say green eggs and ham to make a point. They always use the Bible. They've been doing this ever since, or the Torah, ever since they found the scrolls. They've been doing this since that time. And then they said, well, the Hamashiach, they've been having so many characters with the same birth date. Well, that's because man is telling the same story about the same one, just putting different characters in it. That's why it's the same. But what I can tell you is this. This is what I'm thankful for. And I don't use drugs, never have. And then even ones that use the Torah, the Bible, whatever you want to call it, they've always had in there were stories where the Most High has spoken to certain ones verbally. They've always had stories where angels, or some people say Malachims, visit certain ones or speak to certain ones. And then it says the Most High is the same to yesterday, today, and forever. So why should he change? So that's why I'm just qualifying by what I'm about to tell you. I've said it before. I'm not saying I'm some special one or anything like that, but maybe the Most Highest knew that I needed to hear this, so I would not be persuaded by words of man who would try to, in their intellect, make me not believe. And they said, well, belief is not knowing. Well, you better know than believe. Well, everybody believes in something. Because without believing, and they put it this way, faith without works is dead. So without believing, you wouldn't be motivated to do what you do. You do believe in something. Because if you didn't believe what you was doing or what you were saying, you wouldn't act on anything. Because you would say it was green eggs and ham. Dr. Seuss book. You wouldn't move on that. So, in me saying all of that, this is before I ever stepped foot inside of a church or anything. Before I had a spiritual or any kind of religious belief, so to speak, if you want to use that term. When I was, like I said, I told this story before. When I was about 7, I used to get up and pray in my aunt's room, and she had a picture of Caesar Borgia on her wall. Of course, I didn't know it was Caesar Borgia at the time. I'm just saying for demonstration and illustration and descriptive purposes. So I used to get up in the morning and always pray towards that picture. But then this one morning I got up to pray towards the picture, and I literally heard a voice tell me, "Get up off your knees, that's not me." And then I've also told you I've heard a literal voice 2 other times, but I never told it this way because this thought just came to me. That voice that said, "Get up off your knees, that is not me," that was actually the Most High talking, because he used the word, "that is not me." Now the other 2 times was more of a messenger type of voice, because it didn't say me, it just told a message. So no one can ever tell me that the Most High don't exist. He is not the S-U-N. That is a created fear. Not fear or scared, but a spear, in the air. That is a created body. And at the time I heard that voice, I'm quite sure that created body they called S-U-N was still in the sky. So no matter whatever kind of doctrine information comes out, because even that information about the sun being the S-U-O-N, S-O-N, somebody still told them that. And if everybody on this earth is created beings, how can they tell you that the Most Highest don't exist? And everybody on this planet is created beings. Everybody believes what they have been told one way or the other, because nobody was around when the Most High did what he did. And then one thing we have here too is we have what they call the Word at our disposal. We can speak life into our lives, into others' lives. Let's read it quick. This is Genesis 1, chapter 1. In the beginning, Elo created the heaven and the earth. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the spirit of Elo moved upon the face of the waters. And Elo said, "Let there be light." And there was light. And Elo saw the light that it was good. And Elo divided the light from the darkness. And Elo called the light day, and the darkness he called night. The word calls things into being. So use that word to call things into being in your life. I'm looking for something else and I'm going to end this video. See, man don't want it to be an Elo because man wants to have the preeminence. Man wants to be able to say that he's the one that's the greatest one. John 1:1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with Elo, and the Word was Elo. See, in the beginning was the Word was with Elo. But this word is so powerful that when this word goes forth, it has all the power of Elo behind it. Matter of fact, it is him himself. The same was in the beginning with Elo. All things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. And the light shined in darkness, and the darkness comprehended not. See, the darkness in man don't want to acknowledge the great Elo because they don't understand it. But like I said, once again, I thank the Most High for that experience to let me actually hear His voice. At 7, I had not even stepped in a church. I have not stepped into a religion or anything. So, and I know that he don't look like Caesar Borgia because the Most High's voice told me, "Get up off your knees. That is not me." So nobody can ever tell me that the Most High don't exist, and that the Most Highest don't exist. So, shalom.